All right, guys, I'll make another, another video here. Working today, so I really can't make it from home. But we had major crypto collapse yesterday, which was Sunday. I think I made a video yesterday, or maybe it was Saturday. I can't even remember anymore. But when I made the video, we were in the middle of collapsing. We went down to $92,000 Bitcoin. All coins completely annihilated. Some of these altcoins down 40, 50%. I mean, really is a bloodbath out there. It's actually one of the worst crypto pullbacks, flash crashes, whatever you want to call it, in history. And I should probably be a little bit more upset about it. I don't know, I mean, it did hit me a little bit. I'm not going to pretend I'm like Superman. I did wake up, and when I saw what the hell was going on with Cardano, and not just Cardano, like everything, it did kind of strike me as holy shit. And only the reason being is we're kind of in a timing situation right now. I mean, we really only have till about summer to get this bull market and make our money and get out. If this happened a year ago, it probably wouldn't even faze me. But the good news is this is an all-out market dump. Not just Bitcoin, everything's dumping. Stock markets are dumping. Very big news, this whole tariff situation, which we talked about yesterday. I told you guys this tariff situation is Trump's way of negotiating. It's a negotiating tool. I told you most of these tariffs, especially the ones on Canada, are probably going to be settled by the end of the week. I was just listening to CNBC before I started making this video on my satellite radio. And Trump has already had one call with Justin Trudeau of Canada this morning at 8. So he already had one. He's having another call with Justin Trudeau at 3 p.m. this afternoon. So that's two calls in one day. I told you guys this whole thing with Canada is going to get rectified by the end of the week. It could get rectified by the end of the day. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. This is a negotiation tool. This is something that's not affecting Bitcoin. This isn't something where like, oh my God, Sam Bankman-Fried, it turns out one of the biggest exchanges is a fraud. And the stock market does fine and crypto dumps. This is affecting everything. And what does that mean? That means the minute this whole thing blows over, the minute we get news that Justin Trudeau has reached a deal with Trump or whatever, and all Trump wants is Justin Trudeau to come out and say, we're going to stop fentanyl. I think Trump was bitching about how we can't use certain banks, certain Canadian banks or certain American banks can't operate in Canada, whatever the hell he's bitching about. As soon as all that gets rectified and they work something out, these tariffs are off. They're off for Canada. And you're going to see the market bounce back. You're going to see XRP go right back to $3, Cardano back to 90 cents or $1. And I'm thinking by Wednesday, the stock market's going to be rebounding. When I started making this video, I don't think the stock market was even open yet. I think the stock futures were down about 600 points. I mean, it's going to be a bloodbath day, but it is what it is. I think it's completely unjustified. I think it's stupid. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, the price like I said, I'll be honest, the price action sucks. To watch my portfolio drop the way it dropped, like, I'm not trying to pretend I'm like Superman or anything. It hurt. But I'm 98% confident we're coming right back. I was listening to Tom Lee this morning of Fun Strat. You guys know when I make my videos at home, I'm always playing clips from Tom Lee. He's still bullish. He's still bullish on Bitcoin. He's still bullish on traditional markets. He thinks, much like with DeepSeek, the whole AI play that dumped the markets last Monday, that this is basically one of your overreactions. Throw the baby out with the bathwater, like we've seen so many times before. And that's exactly what I think. The fundamentals are good, guys. The crypto's doing fine. Bitcoin's doing fine. We have mass adoption. We have Trump. It's just this whole tariff thing, for whatever reason, scared the markets. I don't even know why. I mean, you got to read The Art of the Deal. I read The Art of the Deal a long time ago. This is how Trump negotiates. He comes on strong. Trump doesn't want to be doing this. I can tell you he doesn't want to be doing it. He just wants to get fair trade, fair business practices with these other countries. And like I said, I think the whole Canada situation is going to be rectified by the end of the week, or actually maybe even by, honestly, tonight. I mean, Trump has pretty much been giving a press conference every weekday from the Oval Office. I wouldn't be surprised if tonight he says, oh, I worked something out with Justin Trudeau. Guys, I'd probably bet on it. I'm 50% sure by tonight it's going to be all rectified with Canada. I'm like 90% sure by the end of the month, or even by the end of the week, that this whole thing with Canada is over. And that's what Trump wants to do with every country, Mexico, China, and whoever else he's talking about putting tariffs on. So, like I said, negotiation tactic. I'm not worried about it. The market is going to rebound extremely strong. Like look how the market rebounded with DeepSeek last week. It's going to be even crazier. Like, if you got money on the side right now, you got to be buying. I'm looking to buy a little bit, not much, because I got some money tied up in a real estate transaction. But and I also have a ton of crypto anyway. But we're going to get a major bounce back on crypto. Like I said, our main issue right now with crypto is timing. We really can't be having a lot of these dumps. Like, this really needs to be the last. Oh my God, this guy's driving so slow in front of me. This is unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing these, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm doing these police interviews for a police department. I gotta drive an hour away from my house and traffic sucks. But, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought, but I was saying we're gonna bounce back very strong. Oh, timing. My major issue is timing. We cannot afford to have a lot more of these big dumps. Like, this really needs to be the last big dookie dump, and this is a capitulation dump. This is going to reset the whole market. Definitely, it's going to reset the altcoin market, because the altcoin market essentially got annihilated, and this is probably what we needed, to be honest with you, to get the next leg up. If you look at the previous cycle, we had 50% dumps on altcoins. This is basically a 50% dump on a lot of these altcoins. So I think once things reset this week on these altcoins, we're going to be making our next leg up. Like I said, I fully expect the stock market and Bitcoin to rebound. Again, what I'm talking about with timing is we can't be like in the spring going in the summer and have a 50% dump. I mean, when we start to get 50% dumps in the summer, that pretty much means the bull market's over, and you want to be out by then. So timing-wise, we're still on track. We're only still in February, and I do think February is going to end up being a good month in general, even though we're kind of starting off kind of glum. But we really need to come out of this going into the spring, and we really need to be back to where we were. So let's see what happens. Like I said, guys, I'm not worried. I think this is kind of like I said, throw the baby out with the bathwater. I've been listening to all sorts of analysts who I respect. They all don't think this is a big deal. Tom Lee did say that Bitcoin might lag a little bit behind the stock market, since it's kind of a risk asset, which I totally agree with. Maybe the stock market will come back first, then Bitcoin will come back a couple days later. But there's no reason for us to be dumping right now. We know why we're dumping. We're dumping because of tariffs. We know Trump's looking to make a deal. We know Trump's talking with Trudeau today. And that's really all we can do. So let's see if things bounce back at some point today. All right, guys, talk to you later.